Alrighty, so I wanted to use Percival on the Sins team, and the only unfortunate part that I seem to want, to really focus on about Percival is that because he's not a Seven Deadly Sins character, you're pretty much going to want to run him in the back line because a lot of the other characters, like Meliodas, for example, who get boosts from having, Seven Deadly Sins characters and stuff, like, he doesn't necessarily get stats or anything from it, but like Percival wouldn't be able to put Seeds of Darkness or whatever they're called on. So I think running him in the backline is better. I won't be able to run Merlin because Merlin even requires the secondary slot to be a Sins team character as well. So I figured we would go with a triple AoE setup here to try to help Melee get a little bit more use out of it. And I've got Zeldra's Commandment on just to see if I can stop Arthur teams from merging maybe for ultimate move gauge, but we shall see. Not really sure how this is going to go yet, but I figured, because we're getting 10% defense-related stats per ally or applicable ally, so 30% for all of the Seven Deadly Sins characters in the front, we might be able to use the shield to get even more protection and everything. So I don't know exactly how it's going to go just yet, but thought it could be kind of neat at the very least. We don't have any crazy sort of debuffs or anything that we have to worry about, so his melee probably won't do too much here. Okay, good damage from the Escanor. Boom, boom. A little bit of damage there. He actually has melee with his link on. Kill off the Gother there. That might be a little troublesome, just because Escanor is going to have the extra attack related, but we also didn't disable ourselves, and we don't have debuffs either, so if I had like a double AoE character, like Blue King instead, it could actually be better, because then I would disable himself with Tarmia Link, and then I'd be guaranteed to get, the All Creation on turn 2, which luckily he's running Merlin in the back, so I do get that. Just barely doesn't kill me there, so that's great. I think we just take it with Escanor here. We do this. Actually, I wasn't paying too much attention because I was talking like an idiot, but the fact that we were able to tank that was actually pretty impressive. I should have looked at my stats just to see the defense-related stats and everything, but we definitely tanked that, which was pretty impressive. Escanor, having the 20% attack related, going straight into melee, and melee not having anything crazy on him as far as like Tarmia Link or anything, able to survive. Pretty impressive, actually. Like, I mean, maybe not impressive is the right word, but nice, convenient. Alrighty, we're getting to go again, which I do have good CC on this team. It could actually be better if I was running, You Are Gother instead, but I figured it would be maybe a little nicer to go with this. In this scenario, I think I'm actually going to do this right here, so that way Naofami's not going to have his stance ready. AoEs are technically not the best way to go about fighting into a Percival, and I think this is actually the first game that I'm going against a Percival, so he does have Tarmia Link on him as well. So now I'll be able to stance cancel and get all creation, hopefully, unless he kills my king here, which I don't think will happen. Naofami doesn't really do that much damage at the beginning of the battle. Percival's really bad on damage, and Arthur does not have his passive procced, so that might work out for me. Unless he gets a lucky merge here, he shouldn't actually get... I think he did get the merge, actually. That's pretty unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is, so... Okay. Breaking the shield, bold move there, because he not only just put a bunch of stacks, or like debuffs for me to cleanse off, but I now have attack related from the king. Yeah, I think what we do here is get my all creation and stance cancel him, kill off... I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to kill off the Percival or not, but he's probably more likely to die to melee if I had to guess, and then we'll try to take the Arthur with Escanor if I can. So there's that. This shouldn't sort of like block any kind of crazy damage because I'm just fighting into Percival, so he's not taking any damage for his teammates. That's going to be close. I don't know if that kills. It does. Okay, so now Naofami's the only guy left. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that. We got a little bit of use out of our Percival, which very, very little, to be honest, because, I mean, he wasn't even attacking me with crazy high-level characters or anything, like big damage characters, that is. But we're able to fight into their Percival as well, and surprisingly, win with the setup that we got. If I didn't get that extra king card at the beginning, I definitely could have played it different, like hit, Nalfa me with an extra single target on turn 1, but I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Alrighty, we got a demon team, because I saw the Estarossa bracers. Definitely not going to make the same mistake I've made several times over already. I really want to make sure that I get rid of the Gelda here, because Gelda is a real pain to deal with, and I do have 2 green characters on the field, which is not what I want to see happen to me. Okay, his CC was a little lower. Was kind of afraid that was going to end up being an evasion food. He doesn't have Tarmia Link on his Gelda, though, so I'm going to get rid of her really easily. 141, so about 70k right here. Okay, not bad. They're down a bit. I could get 2 stacks on Melee, but I think Melee is probably going to end up taking a back seat on this game. Okay, can't even break the shield. I know Melee doesn't do that much without his all creation, but breaks the shield on Melee instead. Puts an extra stack on with Estarossa. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a pot, to be fair, but not a crazy play. Let's do this just because he has the Everlasting Flame debuff on, and then I'll throw this out just to try to make sure that Melee dies. I'm kind of hoping he dies to the AoE right here. He does. Okay, alright. I didn't expect Estarossa to die from that, too. Alright, anyway, let's set the team up in Geared a little bit. This is actually putting me in Champ 1, so I might have to mess around with that, because there's still a couple of videos that I want to make this week. But let me set this up in Geared. We'll swap over and see if it's all that good, because I imagine 30% defense related in Geared is not going to make as big of a difference as it will in Ungeared. Alrighty, we got our first match here. I'm at like, what, 423k? Oh, I didn't get to see what his was. I'm not sure if this is a real player now. Who do I go for in this scenario? I think I'm going to go for the triple AoE setup like I have been doing. I'm not going to disable myself. I could have potentially went for double king attack, but I think in Geared we're just going to have a lot of damage going, which I do have Melee on HP defense. Escanor is still on attack crit, and we're still good CC with that, so that's actually really nice. I don't think my Zeldris Commandment is really going to come in handy at this point. Okay, pretty good tanking there. Burst damage doing a little bit. Okay, this is probably a bot then, if I had to guess, if he's shooting that into the king. Alright, well... alright. Oh, well, I guess I don't really have too much to worry about in this situation anymore. At least I don't think. So let's just take out Melee and Escanor, and then we will call it GG, I would think. Actually able to kill the Gother off with that. I wasn't really expecting it to do that much damage. Even though it's a Pierce card, I just don't really expect much out of that king. He's more of a support unit, so I guess it is what it is. Should have maybe checked how high the ultimate was, but even then, wiped out his whole front line here. Ooh, was pretty good, but I don't think Merlin's going to be able to kill me with 1 card, so it should be fine. Well, it might. If I got all king cards, I probably could have lost that, maybe. Okay. Doing a bit of damage there. That's actually going to give me all creation, though, so I might as well kill with Melee, because I've seen a lot of Escanor this week, and kind of just, well, not even this week, the last 3 weeks, so... kind of just want to... I was thinking about not even putting Escanor on the team, but I was like, I gotta put Escanor on the team. Alright, going first again. Let me look at their CC this time. Okay. 360. Not actually sure on this one. I could set up for a stance cancel, and it's probably better for me to use single targets anyway. So that way I make sure that I don't put too many hell stacks on myself. So let's do it like this. I'll use the Melee card in the middle, so that way I don't take the seeds off yet. No evasion food. I wasn't really sure what to expect on this one just yet, but we are going to put 1 health stack on all 3 of our characters here. Decent little chunk of damage there. Won't have to worry about the stance. He does not have Nanashi buffs either, which is actually kind of nice for me. I'm actually going to cleanse all of those off and then get all creation as well, so that's kind of nice. Ooh, okay, melting through the king there. Tarmiel links some back. Breaks my shield, but does he kill king? Does not kill king. Okay, that's actually really good. I think we're going to throw this out. Kill off Hell, because she is quite annoying. And then I guess I'm just going to fight into the Albedo just to have him down to Fitoria by herself. So we'll boom. Kill her off before she gets the chance to get revives and everything. Can Escanor kill her? She's pretty tanky. Yeah, okay. And then the extra damage goes out onto Fitoria, which is quite nice. They only are going to have 2 characters on the field. Fitoria is kind of a threat. She does have her Queen's Authority or whatever it's called at this point. It's been a little while since I've used her. I don't remember the debuff name, but debuff, boom. That is a lot of damage. Probably going to double. Okay, AoE. That probably kills Melee off. And King, okay. Big ups to you. Maybe a mistake, because now I have 40% attack related, but you don't have Nanashi at a top deck at level 3. Alright, buddy, alright. Out of curiosity, I'm going to see what this does, because we're going to mark focus attack. Okay, he's actually doing a decent amount too, because he has 200% additional crit damage. Oh my god. That first hit destroyed her. They didn't deserve all that. They did not deserve all that. Okay, that was pretty good. Was it a real player? I don't think it was, but maybe? It was not, unfortunate. Alright, we'll do one more, and then I'm in placement, so I probably need to throw the game at the end. Ooh, okay, I'm going second. Maybe not the worst. It sucks because I obviously wasted my CC food in this scenario, but maybe we'll get to see Percival do some decent tanking here. Like, not him tanking, but, you know, I do have the defense related. I still keep forgetting to look at the stats. I'm assuming he's going to just absolutely roll me here. Okay, goes straight into King. King's dead. Okay, so now I don't have the attack related. Went on to melee there. Okay, attacking into Escanor. I think I'm okay with that play. Okay, level 2 AoE. I could go triple AoE for melee, but I don't necessarily think that is a good idea. He probably has a high level ult. Okay, 3-6 is not too bad. I think we do this. Melee's probably not going to live. This should hopefully get Escanor back up to full HP. A little chunk of damage to the other 2. Boom, boom, boom. He's got damage cap, so this is probably not going to kill anybody off with the extra damage, unfortunately. Pretty close, though. I almost wonder if it would have been better. Well, I think Escanor was going to die from my Escanor anyway. We're not full health. And that means that even if I would have used the melee card last, Escanor probably would have already been dead, so I wouldn't have gained the stack from that, and the damage probably would have ended up the same. Could be wrong. What's this looking like? Okay. A whole lot of nothing there. What's the other card? AoE. Percival's actually going to eat this. Dude, okay. So even though he's not... Yeah! Okay, I should have quit. Even though he's not great in the front line on the Sins team, when he comes down out of the back, the tanking goes nuts. He wasn't able to kill me there. I'm actually super happy with that. Like, that alone kind of, like, turned my opinion on it. Like, I was like, should you really even bother, like, using him on the Sins team? Because the human team is kind of where it's at. Like, I like having him in the front line. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. But that was actually really compelling. That was a really decent reason. I mean, I think that Merlin's probably still better. just off of the fact that she's giving you basic stats, which is really, really nice, and you get damage reduction if you put debuffs on. I don't think the meta is very debuff heavy for Sins right now, but, you know, that, and then if you put the UR Gother up front, which I could have put UR Gother up front on this one as well, and I think technically my CC would have been better? I don't know. I think if you have a 6'6 Merlin versus a 6'6 Percival, Percival does have a little bit better CC. I think he can get up to 72k. Mine's only at 69.4, but it's because I've only got him 2'6. So my Merlin is like 70k if I'm not mistaken. She's not on the right gear right now. Let me put her on the HP defense set. She is at, yeah, 70.9. So technically I'd get a little bit more CC out of my Merlin, but if you had maxed out Percival, you could get squeak a little bit of extra CC out there. Plus, I don't even have him True Awakened, so that would also increase it by another 1,000. So, I don't know. Maybe it just depends on the way that you want to run your team. But I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'd have to say, like, that was actually pretty good. I was kind of weary, but kind of turned itself around. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts or opinions on him on the Sins team, let me know. If you have any other teams you want to see, feel free to comment down below. And yeah, you made it all the way to the end. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys tomorrow.